Good morning students. In this video I am going to explain about error correction and detection in data link layer. Data link layer, how it is handling errors while transmitting data. What are the methods it uses to handle errors while data transmitting, that we will see in this video. Before that we will see the introduction. In general, networks able to transfer data from one devices to another. But while transmitting data, that we need of accuracy in transmission. Okay, some applications will guarantee that data received is identical to the data transmitted. So whenever data is transmitted from one node to another, there may be a chance of corruption will be there, that is data bits may be spoiled. So many factors can alter this bits. Maybe one or more bits of the message when transmitting may be corrected. So some of the applications require the mechanism for handling these errors, that is detecting and correcting the errors. Some will tolerate some small level of error. For example, when transmitting video and audio, and all small errors are acceptable, that is tolerable. When we transfer text like data, then we need a more accurate. So at the data link layer, if a frame is corrupted between the two nodes, it has to be corrected before it going to continue its journey when passing between one node to another. However, most link layer protocols discards the frames. In general, what's happening? That's if any corruption occurs, it will request the upper layers again to retransmit the frame. So some multimedia applications try to connect the uh, corrupted frame. Okay. So what are the types of errors available? Whenever bit flows from one node to another, interference occur, so error will occur. If there is a error happened in only one bit, then we call it as a single bit error. That is, the term single bit error means that only one bit of a given data unit is changed from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. And then burst error means if more than one bits are changed. See in this left side picture, sending bit is available, received bit is available. In the received bit, only one place there is a change, so it is called as a single bit error. And in the right side picture, see here more than one place error occurred, that is 0 means 1, 1 means 0, like this. Error occurred in more than one place, then it is called as a burst error. So, and in general, when we are transmitting data, there is a chance of burst errors will happen. That means what? More data will be corrected because it will take more time to transmit data from one place to another. Next heading is redundancy. What do you mean by redundancy? The central concept in detecting and correcting error is redundancy. Redundancy means in order to correct the errors, we are sending some of the additional bits with our data. These bits are added by the sender and is removed by the receiver. Okay, that is redundancy means while sending our data, we are not only sending data, some additional bits are added with the data and it is received by the receiver. After checking, he will hold only this data bit and remove that additional bits. Okay. And what is the difference between detection and correction? Correction of error is more difficult than the detection. Okay, detection means only finding out whether error occurred or not, that is yes or no. And correction means where it is occurred, which location, everything in detail we must know. Okay, that's only given here. In error detection, we are only looking to see if the error has occurred or not. The answer is yes or no only. And in case of error correction, we have to know the exact number of bits, how many bits the error has occurred, and how to correct, and the location of the message, everything we have to find out. Either. So, the number of errors and size of the message are the important factors. Next, coding. And the redundancy is achieved through various coding schemes. The sender sends redundant bits through the process. The relationship between the redundant bits and the actual bits. So, to find out the redundancy, we are using two methods, block coding and convolution coding. So in this video now we are going to see about, with an example I am going to explain about cyclic redundancy check, CRC, how it is happening in encoder and decoder with an example. So what do you mean by CRC? We can create cyclic codes to correct errors, and it's a subset of cyclic code. CRC is a subset of cyclic code and it is used in the networks such as LAN and WAN. Okay. Now we will see one by one the steps how the CRC is finding out errors. Here see the heading CRC encoder and decoder. Encoder sends its data with some of the additional bits and it is accepted by the decoder and find out whether error occurs or not. What type of data that the encoder sends, how it is create first. Okay, we will see now. The encoder, the data word is called as k bits. Okay, the data word means what data we are going to send through the network from one node to another, that is a data word. Consider this as a k bit. In this example we are considering 4 bits here. Okay, data word is 4 bits and then the code word is n bit. Okay, code word means it contains both data word plus some of the additional bits. Students, remember carefully, we are using in this remaining video we are using encoder, code word, this and all. So data word and all. So data word means what is the input we are going to give and we are going to send. Okay, that is 4 bit. And code word means it consisting of both data word as well as some of the additional bits. The size of the data word is augmented by adding n minus k zeros to the right side of the word. Okay, that I will explain now. Actually consider this is a fixed one. Code word, for example, we have to take 7 bits. For example, means if our data word, what is the data we are going to send is 4 bit and our code word is 7 bit, means how many zeros we have to add with the data word, that is 3. That is, if the code word is 7 and the data word is 4, then how many zeros we have to add, means 7 minus 4 equal to 3 zeros we have to add at the right side. Listen here. This is the process encoder and decoder. This only we are going to see in this video. See in the left side picture, what we are going to use input into that generator. Data word, left side 4 bits, A0, A1, A2, A3. This is the data word. For example, 4 bits you are going to send through from one node to another. Okay, that generator will generate that result, that is adding some extra bits, and that code word, see the down some A3, A2, A1, A0 and R2, R1, R0, no, this word only we are going to send to that receiver. Okay, how we are generating this generator, how we are generating. Okay, what is that, how the generator is generating, that is by using the division we are going to see now. Okay, you know that now, you understand students. Data word means input we are going to transmit, we are adding some additional bits. How the generator is generating that additional bit, that we will see now. The n bit is fed to the generator. N bit means what? Data word, sum of the additional bit. This 0 0 0. Why? What is the need of this 0 0 0? Means data, that is the code word. Actually the length of the code word must be 7 bits. See here, code word must be 7 bits. Then we have to subtract 7 minus the data word 4 bits. See in the top, A3, A2, A1, A0. So we have to subtract 7 minus 4. That is 3. So 3 zeros. So generated must take that additional bits as 0 0 0. That is 7 bits minus 4 bits. That is added to data word while before doing division. Generator do some binary divisions. Then that remainder is added to this code word and this only sent to that receiver. Okay. See, that is the steps explained. If the n bit is fed into the generator uses the division of size n minus k plus 1, that is 4 here. Divisor, you know the concept of division, no? We will see. So divisor, 4 bits divisor will be there, and then the generator divides the augmented data weight by the divisor mod 2 division. Okay, here generator what is doing is modulo 2 division we are doing here, and by using the data word plus 3 zeros we are adding at the end, that binary 2 division we are doing, and the result is generated by, that is called as a code word. That code word contains both data word as well as remainder of the division. Remainder is r2 r1 r0 is the remainder. Okay, the quotient of the division is discarded. If we are doing this division, quotient is discarded and the remaining only added to the data word. Okay, and then finally the decoder receives the code word. Copy of all the n bits is fed to the checker, which is a replica of the generator. So the remainder produced by the checker is the syndrome of n minus k bits, which is fed to the decision logic analyzer. How the receiver find out whether error occurred or not? Suppose we are sending some of the code word to the receiver, it will do the same division, that receiver in that division. If it receives all the remainder as 0, then it will find out no error occurred, and it will split the data word and it will take it. Then if the receiver received bits, that is, or in the during the division it will receive 0 ones and all, it will think that error occurred. If all 0 only, there is no error occurs. If it contains other than that, that is 0 1 0, like some other numbers coming, means it will find out the error has occurred, so it will discard that received data. Okay, this is the concept. Actually, what is the concept using here is generator generating a doing the division and generating a code word and sending it to that receiver again it is decode that is again it will do the division and checking that remainder. If it receives 0, then no error occurs. If it receives some other numbers, it will discard that data. That is the concept encoding and decoding done. Okay, and the remainder received during the division is called as a syndrome in the case of decoding. Okay, this is an example. Whatever we saw, this is an example. See, in this division 1001 is a data word. We are adding extra 3 zeros with that dividend. Why we are adding this extra 3 zeros? That is already I told n minus k. That is total code word count 7. See here, actually this is a predefined one. Actually the code word length must be 7 bits. See in the result how the code word length will be, it must be 7 bits. So 7 minus divisor bit is 4. So 7 minus 4 equal to 3. So that number of zeros we have to add at the end of the data word. Okay, so 0 0 0. So, okay, and then we have to divide 1001 is our number, and 3 zeros we have to add. Divisor is 1011, and we are doing this normal division here. While dividing this binary division we are doing like while you doing division, no, whenever we are multiplying we have to use add operation, and we are subtracting we have to use XOR. So where we are doing this subtraction means see in the first step 1001, and then down after multiplying 1011 with 1 we are getting 1011. So whenever we are doing subtraction inside the division, XOR you have to apply. XOR means what? If both 0 0 and 1 1 same digits are coming, no, then the result is 0. If 0 1 and 1 0 means when we are subtracting we will get the result as 1. See inside the first row you check 0 1 0 0. If you subtract with zeros, then we will get the result 1 0 0. That is, if both 0 0 like that means 0 1 0 only we will get 1. you do it by yourself. Okay, then we have to bring down all the zeros one by one. You know the normal division same like this. Here the concept is whenever you are multiplying you are going to apply AND operation, and subtract you have to use XOR. Okay, in this division we are getting the quotient as 1010 and the remainder is 110. So this is a reminder, this is the extra bit. We are adding with the data word, and this is called as a code word. So this data word you know already 1001. Then what is the extra bit we are adding here? Remainder. That is the after this division we are getting the remainder, no, that 110, that only added with this code word. Okay, that is explained here. The process of modulo 2 division is same as a normal decimal numbers. Here in addition, what are the operations we are using normally? While multiplying with the quotient we will use multiplication. Here for that we are using AND operation. While subtracting inside the division, normally what we will do, normal subtraction we will do, no, instead of that subtraction we have to use XOR operation. XOR, the concept I have written down, you see. Actually what is the formula for XOR? A bar B plus A B bar. If both the inputs are 1 1 and 0 0 means then we will get the result as 0. If 1 0 or 0 1 means the result is 1. This concept is applied inside the division while subtracting. Students, you write down in a note, then only you will understand. You okay? So for the subtraction we are using XOR. So as in the decimal division, the process is done by step. Same like normal division, this is the difference between the two is XOR and AND operation we are doing here, that's all. Okay, in each step the copy of the divisor is XORed with the 4 bits of the dividend. Okay, and then the result of the operation is 3 bit. So in every step, every subtraction we are doing XOR operation, and then the result, with that result what we will do in division? First we will subtract, then one additional bit at the end we will add, which is bring from that dividend, no, dividend one by one, step by step, zeros we are bringing down. See here, 3 zeros we are adding now. In the first step first 0, second step second 0, third step third 0 we are adding. That only explained here. Okay, every step we are adding 1 zeros from the dividend. So finally you will get that remainder. Okay, so when here are no bits left to pull down, that means division all the numbers we bring down, and the remainder we received is R2 R1 R0, which is a bit, and this remainder is a bit which is added to the code word. Okay, and then decoder. The code word can change during transmission, so we created the code word. This only generated by the encoder. Okay, you know the concept. Generator is given in the picture, no, that generator what is doing, this concept, this addition only doing the generator and creating that reminder. That reminder is added with the data word. So totally this data word plus that reminder is called as a code word. That code word is sent to the decoder. How the decoder checks whether it received that correct or not? Again it will do that division. Okay, the code word can change during the transmission. The decoder does the same division as the encoder, and it will check again the reminder if all the, so that reminder is called as a syndrome. What do you mean by syndrome? After division, the reminder received by the decoder is called as a syndrome. If all the syndromes are 0 means then it will think that the received data is not corrupted, else it is corrupted. Okay, if it is corrupted it won't accept and reject, otherwise it will accept. Okay, so this, see here, this paranda left picture right picture, that is explained. Now I will see again. This left side is a encoder, right side is a here the encoder, how it will checks whether error occurred or not. In the left side picture it's accepting. Why it is accepting? Here the syndrome all 0 0 0 normal division we are doing. Okay, it received the code word first, code word 1001 110. It will check whether the data received is correct or not. How it will check? Again it will do the normal division and see the result is 0 0 0. This is called as a syndrome. Okay, see, okay, it will accept data if it is correct. See here in the right side division, suppose if you are getting the remainder as 0 1 1, this means that what error occurred, so it will discard. Okay, thank you students. This is a concept are using error correction and detection. This is a left side is a generator. So the left side is a encoding, right side is a decoding. Encoding, data word is given as a input. What is the data we have to send? That is a data word. And then 3 zeros we are adding. What is the meaning of this? This is number of length of the code word minus data count 4. So 7 minus 4, 3. 3 zeros we are adding inside the generator, and the result is R2, R1, R0. The remainder is combined with the data word, which is sent to that. See here, so that code word is sent to this decoder. So decoder, what it will do? Again it will do the division. Again it will check. So if it receives all the zeros, then it will be accepted, else it is rejected. This is a concept of error detection and correction in data link layer in CRC. This is called as a CRC checking. Okay, thank you students.